All right, here we go. This meeting is being live streamed. Yes, it is. All right,
That's
sounds
cool.
good. All right, very cool. So I always want to quadruple check to make sure we're actually live on the page, because there have been some instances where this might not work. So checking that.
And which page are we on? ISA?
Yeah, Power ISA Marketing Mastermind. Yeah.
I'll share it.
Oh, cool, man. Awesome. Okay, and it looks like, come on page. There we go. We're live. We're live. Confirmed live. So awesome. This is very cool. Appreciate this. Thank you so much, folks. We have a really special guest today, and a topic that I know you're interested in, right? Because I get asked about this all the time, specifically about YouTube. And for real estate, how do I get started with YouTube? Should I create my own channel? What should I put on it? Should I be paying for ads? There's a lot of questions around YouTube, and I'm not an expert in YouTube by any way, shape, or form. I'm not, but I did want to bring in someone that has a lot of experience creating channels, growing them for himself, for other people, and is a friend of the group, also a member of Double Your Income Coaching, which I love. That's a great group. So welcome, Ryan Huggins out of California. Welcome, Ryan. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah.
Your journey into real estate, how you got involved in YouTube. I know you started outside of real estate and you had a lot of success there. So tell us the whole story, man. Lay it out for us. We've got some people watching live. We're going to have a lot of people watching this on the replay. Give us the whole story so we can get to know Ryan a little bit.
Excellent. Yeah. So, well, it like you said, it doesn't have to be about real estate necessarily. With YouTube, what you need to do is you need to find something you're passionate about that you're willing to talk to on a consistent basis. Because if you do it the shotgun method, where you're just like trying every single topic in the world, you're not going to get as much of a sticking point. So you do want to find a niche, and we'll get into that a little bit. So I guess March of last year, so 2020, March, I was doing, I still do a lot of affiliate marketing, network marketing stuff online, really big into internet marketing, things of that nature. And people kept telling me, YouTube is it. In affiliate marketing, you make review videos of whatever software that's working at the moment or whatever, and you put it out there on YouTube and you get leads that way. And so I wanted to do it. I wanted to so bad. It's so scary because me.
So actually, here's the thing. I have not, I do a lot of Facebook. I do a lot of, I'm on a lot of different channels. The intimidation factor with YouTube is real, right? I in this group and the group on our Facebook group, I jump on live here all the time. I'm talking to people. I'll do a video myself. I do that very effortlessly, right? It's like second nature now. For YouTube, I write out a script. I'm writing what I'm gonna say. I've got the lighting right. I mean, you hit the nail on the head, right? There's a fear. There's a fear factor in there that it is not the same for other channels. I mean, why do you think that is?
I'm not really sure. Well, I'm not really sure, but I think the reason why is if you look right behind me, everyone thinks this is what you need, right? You need the lighting set up. You need the sound 100%. Deadening material. By the way, I'm filming in a bedroom that was converted from a garage. So the echo was insane. You go back to my main, so I have 3-4 channels running right now, but the ones that I focus on, if you want to check them out, Win with Ryan. It's about crypto and it's about surfing, right? So I am winning is kind of my tagline. So you got the hat and so on. But with that one, actually what I started with was personal development and motivation. And so March of last year, I was in a network marketing company, internet marketing company, and they teach you, make video. Video is the world now. So if you're making regular post content, everyone skips. Everyone in that first little bit, everyone wants to see you on video. They miss you. They know you. They see you. They want to hear your voice and talking. So they kept on pounding that and do this, right? And so there's this training called Mindset 360. And I was like, all right, so no one's done this yet because in our group was huge, hundreds of people, and no one had done that one. And that was the YouTube training. So I was like, I'm going to do it. I want I just want to be the winner of the group anyway. I want to be in front. So I went ahead and I started doing it. And And it was really simple. I was making 4-minute videos, 3-minute videos, just simple stuff. And then at the end of it, you get over yourself. In the problem with YouTube and most all videos, yourself. Like I don't watch TV anymore. I watch YouTube. That's my TV. And so I see these mega channels. I see these people with millions of followers, and it's the most intimidating thing to go, I'm going to put my face on there, you know? And so my first videos were reading a book, The 1 Minute Millionaire. I just got on there and I read a chapter on, like, literally that was my video, right?
Wow.
And in between there, I would give some of my ideas and tips because I've been an entrepreneur for a long time. And then that wasn't working very well. So I wasn't getting very many views. So I started another channel on art. My girlfriend's a professional artist. And I was like, you know, I like doing art with her. And so we had just moved in this new house, right? And so this new house had all kinds of projects around. And so I was like, well, I'm gonna go do woodworking. So I went and sanded a bench and I put that on YouTube. And then that project took me like a week. So it was a series of videos and I was like, this is great. But I got a total of like 10 views, you know, out of all of the videos. And I was like, okay. And then I started doing Forex trading, and I was in an affiliate program with them. And two of my main YouTube mentors, the Run guys, you can look them up on YouTube as well, the Run guys, but they're my really good friends, Nick and Kyle. They were like, dude, like you are all over the place. Cause I did a video on this and I did a video on that. He's like, if you really want to do this, you're really good on camera. You get it. Just freaking focus on something. And like, he was like, what do you like? I said, well, I love trading. I love crypto. He's like, well, just do it on crypto. Just start talking about every crypto, find one that people like, and then talk about that one all the time. So I started doing it. And then I got like my first 20 view video, and then a 50 view video, and then a 100 view video. And then I took all the different cryptos I was talking about, and I found 3 that were really pumping, right? So Cardano, ADA, all my videos I did on that one got me like hundreds of views. And then XRP, that one got me like thousands of views eventually, and Ethereum. So I talked about those 3 and then just stuck with it on the channel and kept running and running. And then every once in a while on the channel, I would do like a random video on, hey, here's my top 3 cryptos. And it would get like 5 views, 10 views. And my last video got 2,000 views. And I was like, all right, well, I know what my channel's niche down on, and just run with it, right? So in the beginning, just do a bunch of exploring and figure it out, and then start doing that. So that's kind of my story, how I got into YouTube. And last year, so like I said, from March of last year to March of this year, I went hardcore. There was actually a period I did a 90-day stretch where I did 1 video a day for 90 days.
Wow. Holy cow.
Yeah. Yes. And that was hard. It was hard. But the thing about it is it taught me my editing skill. It taught me all of this stuff, right?
And this is not like a YouTube live. This is like this is like a editing. It's produced content. This is not like, because I can easily do a Facebook live video a day because I just turn it on. I'm good to go, right? And people kind of expect it's kind of like not super polished. YouTube is different, right? Like you were doing that on a daily basis, 90 days straight. That's awesome.
Yeah. And so what I would do is I was doing something and I'd run into a struggle. Like, oh, shoot, I don't know how to use Imovie. What do I do? I'd go to YouTube. How to use Imovie on your iPhone, right?
YouTube was the solution to all the problems, right?
YouTube really is the solution to everything. I mean, it's crazy, dude. It's like every course out there you can spend $5,000 on, it's free on YouTube somewhere. So just go find it.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So my main goal was to get to 1,000 subscribers and get monetized. 4,000 watch hours is the hardest part. So I got to 1,000 subscribers. And then what was really interesting, as soon as I got to 1,000 subscribers, which took me over 12 months on that one channel, and that I really dedicated my everything to, basically.
Yeah, because the subs is hard, right? Because it's like that's always more impressive to me than views. It's like 1,000 people to subscribe is massive. I mean, you've got to have tens of thousands of views to even get close to a number like that, right?
Yeah, and you're right, like hundreds of thousands of views gets you there.
100,000 views. There we go. Yeah.
So kind of a shortcut trick, if you want to do it, which I learned from the Run guys as well, is running a contest, right? So and now when you're new, and you can't afford to give stuff away for free unless you have a little bit of a budget of your own. But when I was starting, I didn't have any extra money that I could throw into it. So, you know, I went and I bought a $20 surfboard leash. Like one of my contests was, hey, subscribe to my channel and I'll give you the surfboard leash, you know? And then,
Cool.
and then after I got monetized, I was like, oh shoot, this is like, I got 1,000 subs, I got the watch time. So now I run a monthly $100 giveaway. Hey, you know, thank you for coming to my channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You know, every month I give away $100, and then every comment that you leave down in the comment section gets you an entry to win.
Oh, so, very cool. I love that. I love that.
Yeah,
because
then it builds.
You're finding ways to entice, gamify it, entice people, because the algorithm likes subscribers and the algorithm likes engagement, right? Interaction.
Exactly right. And so now you've got people liking the video, subscribing to your channel, and then monetize. So my first month monetized because I was doing so most of our audience on this we're watching right now is probably real estate, right? So if you're a real estate person that can talk real estate, you know what you're talking about, you make a video. Real estate is a very high paying commercial too. So when people run ads on your channel, you're going to get high payout. So like, I forget what it's called. It's like CRM, cost per whatever. I don't even know, but they pay you. But if you're doing like video games or something like that, it's usually like a $2.50 per 1,000 views. At the top of my channel, I was at $14 per 1,000 views. And then, so, oh yeah, what I was going to say. So I got to 1,000 subs, and then that took me forever. 1 week later, I was at 2,000 subs, and then it was 3,000 subs, and it was like YouTube. It's like YouTube has an algorithm. All right, we'll turn your channel on.
It's a tipping point. We're actually going to show your videos now. We're actually going to get you some, that's amazing. So a year to get to 1,000 subs, right? Subscribers, yep. People that, you know, don't know the lingo, people that, so subscribing to the YouTube channel, for the folks that know what we're talking about, is not just watching the YouTube channel, but hitting the subscribe button on there, which means it's going to be in your subscription section of YouTube. YouTube will show you and feed you these videos, whether you're watching on your phone, on your TV, on wherever. It's going to try and get this content that you've told YouTube that you're interested in that content. You subscribed, right? So, and typically it's one of the hardest things to do. Like, people will watch YouTube videos all day, but subscribe to a channel is like, bro, we're just dating. Yeah. Subscribing is like going steady. It's like taking your relationship to the next level. I want to see more and more of your content is what usually it means, right? Yeah. So like subscribing is kind of like a big deal. So a year to get to 1,000 subscribers, 7 days to get to 2,000 subscribers. So I love that, right? It's like, hey, it is, it's exponential growth. It's like the tipping point. What got you there is the grind and the work and creating that content. And then you're going to get a disproportionate reward for that. And I love those kind of trade-offs. I love that. Yeah. Grind, work hard, get it done, get to 1,000, and then boom, you kind of get that sweet algorithm prize, right? I love that. That's amazing.
Yeah, so it was really nice. My first full month monetized, I made $500. My second month, $500. And so when you keep up the videos going, right? So you got to still continue to pump out content. And so there's multiple different types of content as well. So with my channel being about cryptocurrency, it's very newsy, right? So it's today, what's happening today or tomorrow. You know, you're not looking up price predictions on XRP from 2 months ago. You're looking at it today, like what's going on. But what's great is for those of you that are looking at doing a YouTube channel, a couple of things. Number one, if you're in the real estate niche, real estate content is evergreen, meaning it's always there. There is no news. It's not today it's this and tomorrow it's that. It's like how to buy a house. This is how, no matter what, forever. How to sell a house without a realtor. This is how to do it. It's forever. Now, obviously, there's going to be some updates over the years, but typically it's evergreen content. That's the beauty of it. The other thing about YouTube is it's not necessarily monetization from YouTube only. That channel was, but when you have affiliate programs or sales programs, or you're a realtor, you make a couple videos. Yeah, you may not have 1,000 subs, maybe you only have 10 subs, but one of those subs likes you and they're like, actually, I'm buying a house in 6 months. I'm going to reach out to this person. Now you just like I made $500 in a month making 30 videos. Well, you made one that got you a $5,000 commission, a little bit better.
Yeah, that's the magic, I think, yeah, totally right, totally right. I think if you make the right video, right, that shows up on someone's search, shows up on, you know, someone's feed, you know, and that's the right person, that can be a huge payday compared to other folks on YouTube. I think it's massive. I have a really simple channel. I think we have like 70 subscribers. And I've made thousands of dollars from that channel, right?
Yeah.
It's you know, it's probably in the thousands of views, but over a long time, like several years, like just every metric would tell you that's a useless channel. But it's like, I get business from that, right? It's like people reach out to me, people find me, or they're already aware of me, but the videos kind of help, like, you know, create more awareness and kind of convince them. But I always ask people where they heard about us from, and not super frequently, but every single month I'm seeing people, hey, I saw you on YouTube. I saw a YouTube video about you. Like, I've got like 5 YouTube videos where I'm showing my face. It's like the rest of them are testimonials or like how-tos and other stuff. Actually, I actually want to get into that to you. I want to lay out my strategy, and I want the expert to give me unfiltered, like, expert opinion. But what you just said is just 100% correct. And real estate is one of the few industries, I think, where you really only need a really good, motivated person to watch that video, and that just makes it all worth it. The work, the last month of work, the last 6 months of work, because the algorithm, you know, is going to send you those folks, even if it's not hundreds of those folks. You don't need hundreds of them, right? I think YouTube, we're talking about organic. We're talking about people that are finding you through the search engine, or they're finding you through YouTube recommending it, or whatever it is. You know, it's evergreen, which means it doesn't cost you anything, and people can watch it today, they can watch it next month, they can watch it next year, and it's still going to be relevant to them, and they still might reach out to you, right? So Ryan, when you say, so how do real estate agents and loan officers and the people listening to this, if they're not looking for monetization off of YouTube itself, off the views, what do they need to do to get business from YouTube? What, because it's not going to be, they're not going to get a check from YouTube, right? So that's typically not going to be, I mean, if you can, that's awesome. Right. But let's assume that they're going to be like me. They're going to make a couple videos a month. They're creating evergreen content. What is the right way to monetize a video like that? And they're going to have, let's make 50 to 100 subscribers. They're going to be a typical YouTube channel. What's the best way to make that happen? Okay,
here's what's also really cool. Obviously, your title, description, and tags on your YouTube video is where you're going to get that. Okay. So one of the things when you're brand new, I will warn you, if you make a video of how to sell a house in, you know, Huntington Beach, California, right? That is not strong enough. It's not search engine optimized. It's not, so like a lot of people, they think that the title, like on Facebook, you put a title and people see it. So it's like, oh, I'm going to click that now because that title makes sense. One of the things that I always recommend for newer YouTubers is to overload the description or overload the title. And then also in the description, use your keywords in the description. But in order to monetize it, the first sentence, let's say how to sell a house in Huntington Beach. The description is how to sell a house in Huntington Beach. If you want to learn more about how to buy a house or sell a house in Huntington Beach, here's my link. Boom, they can click on whatever link it is that you want.
I gotcha. Right? So in the video, in the description, or in both, are you talking about that link?
You're going to do both. There's going to be a call to action in the video. The one thing that you don't want to do is you don't want to be a salesperson on YouTube. That's all you're giving is free content. At the end of the video is where the call to action, hey, by the way, the link is down in the description if you would like to find out more, or you can find me. What I do a lot on YouTube is, hey, you can also reach out to me directly on my Instagram. My Instagram is this, and that, because you can't really chat on YouTube. You know, it's just in the comment section, and you can, but you get like, you'll get so many comments, you get lost in there. So if someone reaches out to you on Instagram, it's a better way to have an actual conversation with them. Or if you have like a business phone number or something like that, plug that in. I do that in the scrolling of my video. You can put your description information in there, your phone number, your email address. People can reach out to you that way. So you'll do call to actions, but remember, all your content you're creating is value only, right? So value, 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 value at the end. Hey, if you want to work with me. And that brings me to another point is it's you. Remember you got to love yourself. You got to be you. You are who you are. The reason that people subscribe to your channel or the reason that people want to talk to you is because of you. There's already 500 people. I mean, in my town, probably, even I'm in California, so it's very highly populated. There's actually probably thousands of people, how to buy a house in Orange County. Well, they're going to watch those videos and they're going to find the person that they most relate to. So there may be 1,000 other realtors, but they watch your video and they're like, oh, that guy or girl is cool. I like their personality. I want to work with them. So don't think that competition marks you out, because that's not the case. You are you, and people are going to work with that person that they like. So don't forget that part of it. But yeah, so when it comes to that, so be yourself. So I did also, I've bought a lot of courses on YouTube over time on like how to do it. And there's two types of YouTube channels. There's the character, right? And then there's you. So you've got to pick that in the beginning. Do you want to be a character? Like I said, with my channel with crypto, it's like news. I could be a newscaster or something, right? As a character. I did not want to do that. I don't want to be an actor. I'm not a fake person anyway, but some people, they put on that. Like you probably watch
persona, like, they're just over the top. They're over the top, and they're, I totally get it. I've seen those channels.
They even deliver their, they don't talk to me and you like this. They're like, and now we're going to talk about this. It's like, dude, I could not do that
like
my whole life.
DJ voice, newscaster voice, like it's a little bit of, definitely. And I'll watch movie reviews on YouTube. I'll do, and some of it's entertaining. I'll political stuff, and people just deliver it in a funny, entertaining, engaging way. I get it, 100%. And there's this is me kind of, and I watch a lot of like vlog. My kids, so my children watch YouTube, right? They have no idea what the hell the TV even is, like actual like cable or like air TV. They don't care what that is. I've tried to get them to watch it. They don't care. It's just YouTube and YouTuber kids. YouTube. And people don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe you haven't had kids in the last decade, because all they want to do is watch YouTube, and all they want to be is these YouTubers, right? That's like, this is a huge thing. And these kids, I mean, well, maybe some of them have like personas or characters. They're just being themselves in a lot of these cases. And it's just whatever they do that day. They will go to the theme park. They go play with a toy. They go to visit my grandma. Like, this is just it. This is entertainment. This is like the next level, the next phase of reality TV. I don't know what we would call it. Yeah. But some of these videos are on point. They are well done.
Full production.
It's like full special effects and sound effects. And this is pretty. People go, this is their full-time job. It's pretty awesome, pretty amazing. But we've seen it. I've seen it 100%. I agree with that. The character versus like the real person. And there's great ways to use both.
So it's funny because there's a kid, you mentioned the kids channel. There's a kid, Ryan, whatever his name is.
Ryan's World, bro.
I've considered changing my YouTube channel multiple times because I didn't know I was going to run into that problem, but Win with Ryan, right? So if you type in Win with Ryan, Ryan's World popped up. All because he has videos that say win in it or whatever, like a toy, there's a win toy. I cannot tell you how many times until I had probably like 700 subscribers, you would type in win with Ryan and still none of my videos would pop up. So I was like, oh my gosh, this kid is just absolutely crushing me. And that kid makes like $10 million a year just doing, so he started off just doing product reviews. Hey, I bought this toy. I really like it, right? And now he has toys with Hasbro or something like that. Like he has his own toy line.
He's got books, toy deals, it's like he must have like apps. I mean, this is pretty. And I honestly, my kids don't really follow him. I just know of him because he's everywhere. I just like no. Actually, my cousin's kids are really into him, so they've got a lot of his swag. This is like a real thing. These things are like if people don't know what we're talking about, to go down the rabbit hole of YouTube, and this is impressive. This is awesome, and I think there's never been a real. I mean. These kids never got signed by any talent agency, at least not at the beginning, probably.
No.
And they didn't go through some TV executive didn't handpick them to be their protege. Like these people just came out organically and just blew up. I don't think there's ever been a time where this is like a real thing, right? Where take it a few years back. Justin Bieber, people don't know, he got famous from a viral YouTube video. He got discovered, I mean, he did get a record deal and everything, but he got discovered because of YouTube. This was like 10, 15 years ago. So YouTube is like a huge part of the culture, you know, in the US and Canada. It's crazy. It's amazing. Ryan, I want to get your take on, you mentioned the type of YouTube channels. I want to get your take on my current setup. So I'm going to selfishly put myself out there, audience. I'm going to do it, but I really do it for you because I know you're in the same boat. You don't know what you're doing on YouTube, but I'm going to put myself out there, and I want to take your honest take, Ryan. So I started my YouTube channel probably 4 or 5 years ago, like years ago. And I probably wanted to upload something for some reason. I said, well, I'll just make a YouTube channel. And then I realized I could make one for my business. I'm going to make my business, I'm going to make a Power ISA, you know, is my thing. I'm going to make a YouTube channel for Power ISA. And I proceeded to do nothing with it for years. Like, it's out there, whatever. So when I started creating videos on there, because it was like how-to videos, like knowledge base, like I got tired of, you know, writing things down and sending stuff to clients. I'd have someone on my team make like a Loom or like a Zoom video and upload it to YouTube. Hey, this is how we do this, right? Yeah. So there's a lot of that with the first few videos in my channel. And then I got testimonials. Hey, I can put my testimonials on YouTube. Well, let me do that. I used it as a video hosting server is what I used my YouTube channel for initially. And then, you know, I through one of my coaches said, hey, bro, you should actually make content videos. You should do keyword-based videos, right? I didn't take a full-on course on YouTube, but I got some suggestions. Yeah. And so now I have that first channel. I've got testimonials, how-to videos, and I've got about 2 or 3 actual keyword-focused content videos. And it has about less than 80 subscribers at this point. And it's, I mean, in my eyes, it's successful because I've gotten business from it. But I'm thinking, how does the algorithm view that, right? Because that channel, yeah, it's all real estate in a sense. Yeah, it's all ISA focused. But one of them is talking about how to use a piece of software we made. Another one is a client that hired our ISA. And another one is me talking about how to hire an ISA for real estate, right? Yeah. And then I've got a second channel that I'm like, hey, this is going to be my content only, like my keyword content only channel. This is going to be just videos of Gus talking about whatever topic I want to talk about. And I'm going to try and get those to rank for, you know, the keywords that I like, I'm most interested in, or the one my audience is most interested in. So that one has only one video, has like 16 or 20 subs though, which I'm like, wow. So some people bled over because it took me like 6 years to get, you know, 70 subs, and it took me like a month to get 16 subs. Again, baby steps.
No, I agree.
I mean, I've got both of those channels. What should I do with those? I mean, what would, is the other one hopeless and just a mess? And or is the other, do they each serve a purpose? What do you think? What do you think on that setup?
Well, one of the things I get that question a lot at Double Your Income Coaching, because, you know, I'm the YouTube coach over there. And one of the things that you'll know is like with us being realtors or mortgage in our industry, you have 2 different people that you talk to all the time. You have a consumer facing audience, and then you have a business facing audience, right? So your consumers, the people that I'm talking to about, I want them to know that I'm an experienced real estate or realtor, and I want them to know that I'm hyper local. Like, I live in Laguna Beach, California, so my content is Laguna Beach, Laguna Niguel, Newport Beach. You want to keep your surrounding cities hyper local, but that's for consumer facing. Also with my company, you know, I want people to come learn with us at Double Your Income Coaching. It's free to come learn coaching. So I'm also delivering content for realtors on how to be a better realtor, how to do listings. You know, I'm giving content that you and I make and content that Brad makes, all of our team members make, and we're delivering that content to them. So it's a struggle because it's like extra work. And that's the way I looked at it at first. I was like, man, this is way too much work to have, you know, my fun channel that I do for cryptocurrencies, my consumer facing channel for realtors, and then my, you know, behind the scenes channel for actual realtors, like how to be a realtor, right? And so it's like 3 different channels, but it has value to it. I don't want my consumers knowing the tips and tricks of how I got them as a lead. You know what I mean? Like if I'm trying to sell you a $800,000 house, I don't want you to know that I got you off of Google or off Facebook, or how I did it, what I paid to get you. That type of stuff.
So you created those channels based on audience. Like, who's my audience for this?
Yep.
And who do I want to see more of this content? And that's a great way to do it. I like that. That just makes 100% very clear sense. Because in real estate, you're looking for buyers or sellers, and you know, and you also talk to realtors on YouTube, exactly, right? How to generate content, great content at YouTube, how to scale it, how to grow it, right? So that 100% makes sense. Would it apply even in real estate if you had a buyer channel versus a seller channel? I mean, can you like niche down even to that level?
You know, what you could do is on that, I would recommend doing a playlist, because I mean, how many times have you had your buyer client that also needs to sell? They want to see that you're competent in both.
It's not really two separate, they're not exclusive audiences. They're not actually mutually exclusive. There's a lot of, actually you want a lot of overlap. Overlap is actually a really good thing, right?
Yeah, so what you can do is create playlists on your channel. So I would have buyer content. You can call it whatever you want. How to buy a house, how to sell a house. Even, you know, you can go even to a different level of, you know, I would add playlists if you're a commercial expert, boom. If you're an investor and you have investor buyers, right? So how to be an investor, you can get new investors into your pipeline that then can buy from you. That type of stuff can all be on a consumer facing channel, because those people are going to use you as their realtor in some sort of fashion. And even if they're out of town, like, it's interesting because so what I've learned from some of our coaching is that, 25% of any deal is better than 0% of every deal. So I've gotten really good at giving out referrals. I'm in Laguna Beach. To get out of Laguna Beach alone, it takes 30 minutes. Going to Anaheim takes an hour. Going to LA, 2 hours. I would rather have a referral partner out in that way. And then YouTube, right? So I generate leads in LA from YouTube, and I call my friend, hey, LA friend, here's a lead. Why don't you go close this for me, and I'll take that little bit of commission.
Love it, love it, love it. So so there's no limit, right? You know, actually, that's a really good point, because on YouTube, you're going to get people that are interested in that topic, but they might not live in that area, right? They might not 100%, or like you said, they're living, they think it's, I'm right next door. Well, it's 2 hours away. It's not exactly next door, right? And Southern California traffic, guys, is no joke, okay? So just so you guys know that. You do not want to be on the 5 or the 405, at any time of day, pretty much at this point. So I think that's really, really smart. But I think it can actually apply even more than that, right? Someone wants to go live in California, but that's one of the places they want to go live, right? They actually might want to end up being in Northern California, or they want to go to Arizona, or they want to go to some other place. And they're like, okay, that's awesome. Let me get my top realtor in that area, and I can refer them out to you.
Well, here's what's also really interesting. Most of my clients that contact me through YouTube are from out of state. So, like my intro to the channel is, hey, what's going on? Ryan Huggins, Laguna Beach real estate agent, host of Living in Laguna Beach. That's the name of the channel, right? And then at the end of that, it says, every single day we get people just like you that are moving here, and we love it. That's what we do. We help people relocate and buy homes in Laguna Beach and the surrounding areas, right? And by the way, I have my intro always typed out.
Oh,
I don't have it on a teleprompter, and I memorized it, but I have it just in case if I gotta, it's funny because if you watch some of my content, you'll see me like glancing out the side, checking my notes. I don't script it. I outline it, but I do have some scripts for some pieces,
Gotcha. No, the important stuff, like they're super key. The stuff what you want to deliver, like really, really polished, right? That's what you wanted. So actually, that's a great segue into the question I wanted to ask you. So you've got to. So what's your setup? And let's focus on the consumer-facing video, which I think is the one that's most applicable to the audience here. Well, for the consumer-facing video, I want you to give me the deets, Ryan. Like what's your technical setup? Like what's your, camera? And you can start with beginner and what you have right now. Give us that story. What software do you use to edit this and get it ready? And what are the gadgets and gizmos you use? Like a script, that's great. Give us the 411 on how this works.
Okay, cool. So here's my setup. When I was brand new, starting out, I had my iPhone, and I have an iPhone 10. That's right. I still, by the way, we're on iPhone 10. Here is what I will tell you. There's an app. It's called Epoch Cam, EPOCCAM, and it's $8. But here, let me show you. Let me show you the nitty gritty here. I'll show you my FaceTime video versus this. So this is my FaceTime video. So
Yeah,
one of my
check it
sound
out.
things. So one of my little sound squares popped off.
Oh, well.
Here you go. So by the way, I just use little sticky tacky tape stuff, and that goes up there. But you can see the quality of video here, right? And then if you go
Absolutely.
back to the
It's a
Epoch
typical
Cam,
Zoom call. It's a typical Zoom, like a HD webcam is what they usually look like.
yeah. And so that's just an app on my phone that makes my phone now the video. So that was an evolution, cost me $8, but it did take me until literally 2 weeks ago to find it. So like all of my videos for 4,500 subscribers, 4,200 subscribers, something like that, was all on Zoom camera. And I even tried to upgrade to like the HD version, but it still prints out at 720.
It still looks the same. That's what's frustrating to me. So if people don't know what we're talking about, you haven't tried this, but trust me when I tell you that no matter what awesome webcam you get, if you're running off a computer, off something like Zoom or one of these videos, these systems are not optimized to provide really crisp, high definition video. They're not. They're optimized to handle millions of web conferences a day. So they want to keep quality at the minimum so you can survive and get the point across, but they are not designed for that. So I love that recommendation. So that EPOC cam, Epoch cam,
like
it's gonna
Epic
turn your
Cam.
iPhone into an actual high def camera, a web camera.
Yep. So by the way, I still use my phone for everything. I've never purchased a new updated video or camera or anything like that. So some things I did get though, is I got a Gorilla Grip mount, right? So a tripod that has the Gorilla Grip so you can mount it wherever you want. I did also buy, let me grab this. I got this right here. It's a smooth stabilizer. All right. So you can get one of these.
So when you're like walking around or when you're doing video oh, if you're doing real estate videos, that's a really good point. Out and about is actually really valuable. Like you actually want to take some shots outside.
My highest viewed video right now is it's called Downtown Laguna Beach. And I just took this, it's called a gimbal, right? I put my phone on there. I did the intro, which we just talked about, right? And on my phone. So we did the intro, and actually my girlfriend held the phone. So shout out to Jamie, right? So she was holding my phone for me. Jamie LA Gallery, if you want to check her out. But anyway, so she was holding my gimbal for me. And then after I did the intro, I didn't say anything. It wasn't even narrated. It's just me walking around. I think the video is 2 months old. It already has over 1,500 views. So at wherever you live.
Okay, so let's rewind that. So this is a channel. You have not. How long have you been working on your consumer facing channel? How long have you been doing that?
2 months. And I'm not even because I've been doing a lot of other stuff. I haven't even really done much on that channel. But yeah, 2 months. That one has now 46 subscribers. And
1,500 views. So you hit that. So why do you think on such a young channel, let's call it young channel, relatively low subscriber count, did you hit the nail on the head with that content? People were like, man, they want to see downtown Laguna Beach.
So I started searching Laguna Beach, and I was like, okay, well, what pops up? And then there was this person who does all of these channels. So he goes, it's his channel or her channel. But what they do is they go around to the cities and they walk downtown, right? Anaheim, like downtown Disney, they do that. They do all of them. And I was like, well, I can do that. So I did my town. And now I'm like, I need to do every town around me because that's like the best video ever. You know?
Like in the 3-hour radius, man. 100%. Anywhere you want to get leads. Anywhere you want to get leads, right? It's like downtown LA, downtown Disney, Anaheim. Yes. 100%. I love that idea.
It's totally great. And even if it's not for the content necessarily of buying the home or anything like that, these people are searching that. They want to see stuff. They're going on vacation to LA. They want to see downtown LA. They search in downtown LA, a YouTube video pops up and it's your video. You just walking around. You can narrate or not narrate. It's completely up to you. But these videos are popular. And then the other one that I have not done yet is driving through blank city, right? So you strap a YouTube to your car, you drive through the city, and that way it picks up, you know, what it's like to drive down PCH or what it's like to drive down, you know, whatever road in your town that's major road. And that's great because like I said, some people from, let's say, Nebraska want to move to Laguna Beach. I actually had a client from Nebraska and we talked. They're not moving here yet, but they were like, hey, I really liked your content. maybe moving there. So we've just been staying in contact. But what's cool is if they go to your downtown video and then they check your channel, they'll see, one of the other ones is pros and cons of living in Laguna Beach. There's some great things about living here, but there's really crappy things too, that if you're not prepared to live that type of lifestyle, it'd be a bad place.
Oh, I love it.
So
it's really relevant content to your audience because they want to know the good and the bad. Like they actually want to know both, right? That's awesome.
Exactly. And then you can do cost of living videos. You can do things of that nature for your specific town. But yeah, so consumer facing channel, 2 months, been going on that. And I'm going to be doing a lot more of that. I've got my notes. Oh yeah, so this is how I get my videos, by the way. So here's my notes it's not very detailed, but what I did is I went to the town. Laguna Niguel is the other city that's right next to me. So you go to Laguna Niguel's Facebook group. Hey guys in Laguna Niguel, because I'm a member. What's the top 5 pros and top 5 cons of living in this city?
Oh man, that is so smart.
So now you have 7,000.
You crowdsource the recommendations. I love that, man.
Yeah. And so you see, okay, well, this topic comes up a lot. That's number 1. This topic comes up number 2. And then and what's cool about it is you're saying, hey, this is an unbiased opinion. This is coming from the actual people in the community. I'm very involved in the community, but I want to see what other people said as well. So here's what everyone is saying about Laguna Niguel. Boom. And then you do, your top 5 things or top 3 things, depending on however long you want to make the video.
Very cool, man. Those are great. So you dropped some amazing, value bombs right now. So folks are looking at this right now, and you're thinking about what content to create for your YouTube channel, which is going to be a local, hyper local based YouTube channel. Walk around your downtown, walk around that beachfront, walk around the areas people want to know that they want to see. Talk about the pros and cons of living there. You can even crowdsource that if you're smart about it. Talk about cost of living. I mean, right there are some great ideas to generate some very crunchy. I love that crunchy content that people just want more of. Like, wow, they want to take the deep dive. And they want to learn, they want to learn. What do you recommend the length of these videos, Ryan? Is there some kind of formula you use? Or just, as long as it needs to be?
So I try to get every video to 10 minutes plus. When you're new, that's not really that necessary, but 10 minutes plus is where you can add a second commercial into your video when you're monetized. So, you do a commercial in the beginning and then a commercial in the end. That's how YouTube will do it for you when you're monetized. And then if you go 10 minutes, it's actually, I think 8.5 minutes now. They'll be able to do a commercial somewhere in the middle as well that you get paid on. So that's the reason for the length. But YouTube also still says that that's valuable to all of their viewers. However, there is also shorts, right? So I have not dabbled in shorts yet at all. And I'm hearing that it's a huge thing. So when you make a short 2 minutes or less, you have to make sure in your title and in your description, you use hashtag shorts. And then it'll trigger to YouTube that's a short video. And so you can make some shorter content, things like that.
Okay, very cool, very cool. So anyways, let's go back to your setup. I kind of cut you off there. You were talking about the camera, the handheld. Is it a big deal to have that stabilizing? I forgot what it's called. The one you're walking around with. Does that really help? The gimbal. It helps.
It helps tremendous for walking around, and then also for doing, which is another topic we didn't talk about yet, but if you're in real estate, doing walkthroughs of your property that's listed or that you're selling, because you don't want any jumping around at all. You want it nice and clean and so on. But if you have a steady hand, and any tripod will work. But yeah, I like it because it does do, I use it a lot. I really do, and it's been great. But it is clunky. It's big. They have the smaller little, there's a tripod that is similar to like the tripod on this mic here. It's like $5 on Amazon. I've used 5 of them because they break easy, but they're really great. And they do have also the grips where you can like wrap it on a railing or whatever. So that's what I started with. So I started with, when I was brand new, I had my phone, I put it in this little $5 tripod thing, and I stood it on a ladder, actually. So I didn't even have a tripod. I just put it up on a ladder, and then I went and sat down and read a book. So, just get started. And then after that, I was like, well, I see all these people using a ring light. So I went and bought a ring light. And then you can get a ring light for, 15, 20 bucks on Amazon or Best Buy. Did that. And so then we started growing the channel and things. And then I hit monetization. And then just recently I bought an actual light setup. And you can so it's one of these right here, GVM. Cool. Yeah. So, you can do light setups, things of that nature, LED, those, that one's cool. It changes colors. This was the most important thing that I needed right away. I got this because like I said, this room echoed like crazy when I did in-room videos. I needed a mic. So I got a mic. I recommend getting something that's good. This one's a JLab. You can get a JLab for $50 at Best Buy. I got the most expensive one, 150 bucks. But I really want an SM7B, which is like the Shure mic, the one you see on all the major podcasts.
High end stuff.
450 bucks, but I haven't broke down and got that. But you don't need that. You do need a mic though. It'll help tremendously with the audio. This one's a simple one. It's called a USB input one. You just plug it into your USB. It doesn't have like the whatever it's called. I don't even have one of the mixer. So, other ones you need a mixer. So that's it. So I use my tripod, my phone, my ring light eventually, and then I got a mic. And I did a lot of it on Zoom. I
got you. And when you're out and about, do you use one of those lapel mics or just go off whatever your phone gets?
My phone. I would like to get a lapel mic, but I just haven't. And the phone works so good.
Bottom line is you don't need one.
The phone works so good. It's like, whatever. You don't really need one.
No, and then you're outside, right? People are not expecting studio quality sound. They want to see. Actually want to see how things are going, right? So I love that. I mean, just being super honest with that.
It's really funny because my first videos where I was just reading a book outside, like I live in the nature area. So there's birds like flying through the video and chirping in the background. I'm like, dang it. Right. Oh, well, just keep going, man. This is cool. I'm making videos.
Yeah, exactly. So Ryan, what do you recommend for folks that are kind of, they've got the fear, right? They've got the fear, they got the concern, what I'm going to look like, what I'm going to sound like. How did you get past that, that second guessing, that not getting, because that's a great way to not get started ever, not doing it. What helped you and what do you recommend people do to just get going and get started?
Okay, so this is going to cliche, right? Get off self and get on purpose is kind of the quote. By the way, my YouTube, it's funny you said you started your YouTube channel years ago. My legit YouTube channel, Win with Ryan, I started 12 years ago. And
holy cow, wow.
I wish I would have kept going, man. I would have been a YouTuber by now. I wouldn't have had to do any of this stuff. I've been driving my Lambos and just recording that because that's like the goal, you know what I mean? Like that's my ultimate YouTube channel, just me, like Daily Driven Exotics is the channel I follow. I'm like, I can do what they do.
Love it.
But yeah, so 12 years ago, I started a video. I left my first video on there. It's actually me drifting around in the snow in my old car. But, and then I started, so 12 years ago, I started the channel, did like 3 videos, got 5 views. It's like, oh, this isn't working. And then a couple years later, I started again, got a couple of views. Oh, this isn't working. A couple years later, started again, got a couple of views. Oh, because I'm thinking I'm supposed to be monetized. I'm supposed to be making thousands of bucks right now. And I had that short term, I need instant success. And then last year, I was like, you know what? Freaking screw it. I'm going to do it. And since there was nothing to do at that time, now we have a little bit more, things to break up that. But there was nothing to do. It was the shutdown, March, do something.
In California, one of the strictest lockdowns in the whole country, right? 100%.
And people are losing it. All my entrepreneur friends are like, oh my God, I'm going to lose everything. So I was like, I need to motivate these guys. So I started reading a motivational book, 1 Minute Millionaire, started delivering some content. No one was really watching it or whatever, but I was like, I'm doing it. I don't care. I'm getting good at my editing. I use Imovie. I just did download DaVinci Resolve. It's free as well. Going to learn how to do that a little bit, but I just use iMovie. But I was like, I'm going to learn this. I'm going to keep going. And I kept going and I kept going. And the only people watching it were my inner circle, the people that were with me. It was like literally 27 views at a time. And here's the secret, honestly. So I found a software that kind of like cheats the system, but it doesn't cheat the system. It just helps me do what you're supposed to do. You type in a keyword and it pops out a title, a description, and all the tags that are related to that keyword.
Wow. Okay. So this is very cool, because that's actually that's work, right? That actually takes some research. It takes
The most.
a lot of it. So what is that? Tell us that. That is a value bomb. Another one.
Yeah. So it's a product called Videly, Vidley. I believe
Okay.
Videly, Videly, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's $50 and it's the best $50 I ever spent in my life. So basically you do a topic. So one of the views that actually got a little bit of traction there in the beginning when I was reading those books, it was, what was it? Oh yeah. How to edit your video on Imovie on your iPhone. Right. So I watched a video on that, and a lot of people that I was doing this this program with, this affiliate program with, they needed to learn it too. So I went ahead and I got them. I made the video for them because like I was the guinea pig on all of it, right? So I started doing stuff, and people were like, "Ryan, how'd you do this?" So what I did is I just started making, like you said, stuff that people kept asking me questions to do. Instead of answering it 500 times, I just made a video. I was like, "Watch this."
Very cool.
And
Very cool.
that was the first video that I found this system on. And so outside of my 27 friends that watched every video, it started climbing. I was like, whoa, this is freaking crazy. And so I've been using it ever since. It's funny because I have people frequently make fun of my titles on YouTube. They're like, dude, you need to learn how to title your videos. I said, dude, you need to learn SEO. That's my comeback right there. So, but yeah, so like, it's a great program. I got a link for it. If someone, I can give that to you.
Yeah, actually, when we're done running, because I know you're in the group, I would love for you to drop your YouTube channels in the comments underneath this video, because the majority of the people who are going to watch this are going to watch it after the fact. So folks, if you're watching this, you already have them down here. So check them out. Check out Ryan's channels, subscribe, give him some love. And definitely, I really appreciate if you can drop a link to that software. I think that's amazing. For the people who don't know what we're talking about, it's not always easy to come up with these titles, and the easy ones you're gonna knock out right off the bat. It takes a little bit more work to get the rest of them done, especially if you want to make videos consistently. Trust me that anything that helps you make that happen is a blessing. So that's awesome. Drop it in there, Ryan. I think it's going to help a lot of people. So, thank you so much. I really appreciate you jumping into the group. I wish you all the success. Oh, and also double your income coaching. You mentioned that you're a coach in that program. For the people that don't know what that is, tell us what is double your income coaching and why they should learn more about it.
Yeah, so Double Your Income Coaching is an ever-evolving free coaching program for anyone who's a realtor that's looking to grow their business. We have 15 coaches that go into different topics. And so most coaching programs that you sign up for, you'll get one coaching call a week. Well, we have all of our coaches are designated for 1 hour a week to do question and answer. They've already got a pre-recorded video if you want to watch the training, like mine is on YouTube. So if you came into Double Your Income Coaching for free, you could watch the YouTube training course, and then you could come to my weekly question and answer. Or even if you skip the training course, you just want to come ask me questions. If you're inside of Double Your Income Coaching, you can come and learn everything. We have a TikTok coach. We have a new construction coach. We have a YouTube coach. We have a Circle of Influence coach. We have, we have coaches on literally every topic. So it's been, for me, it was revolutionary. I mean, when I first started as an agent, I went with the small boutique brokerage, and it was 3 very successful brokers that ran the brokerage, but they didn't know how to teach a newbie. And so I was stuck and I didn't know anything. And that's how I found you through Power ISA. I had to learn my own lead generation. So I had to learn how to follow up, and found you. And then you introduced me to Brad, and then Double Your Income Coaching, and it just kept going. And I'm blessed to be able to be a coach on there. And it's amazing. The results our team is having, our students are just like nonstop pumping in great results. So really pumped for that. And it's great to give free content. A lot of people charge a bunch of money, and sometimes you don't even use the content. So this is free, and you can use it as you wish.
Yeah, absolutely. So folks, if you're a newbie realtor if you're an experienced realtor looking for a change, looking to grow your business, looking to double your income, because I think at any level, any production level you're in right now, you should. Agents, this is a funny thing, you know, even when I was an active agent, you know, what's your goal for next year? People would always double their number. I was like, yeah, I'm going to do twice as much. If you close 10 deals, you're going to do 20. If you did 20, you're going to do 40. You know, I would do 30. I want to do 60. We always double it, right? But do you have the tools, the systems, the process to get you to that double your income goal, right? So I love that's kind of the concept that kind of created this double your income coaching, because if you do, you don't really have to do 15 different things. You can pick 1 or 2 or 3, and if you do them and carry them out, you will double your income, right? So it's really, really proven results, stuff that's happening right now, it's working right now. So if you're new into the industry, if you're an existing agent that wants to double your income and have no idea how, other than just wishing it doubles for 2022, you got to check it out. It doesn't cost you anything. You can jump in, look at all the content. You can check it out for free. I think it's a no-brainer to go in there and learn all these things, take advantage of the coaching, of the talks, of the Q&A, and of those top producers, right? Something happens to people when they are surrounded, in contact with, and working with top producers, right? It rubs off, you know, it's contagious. It is, I think it's 100% true, that saying, I don't know where it came from, to be honest with you, but that you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. I 1,000% subscribe to that. I think it's 100% true. So get influenced by different people, get influenced by more people, spend time with people that are highly productive, highly successful, because those top 5 people count, right? And I think you should choose those really, really carefully. So yeah, definitely check out Double Your Income Coaching. We'll drop a link in the comments as well right after we finish this video. So check it out. Ryan, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you, to your continued success. Keep killing it on YouTube. I think that real estate channel is gonna become your massive channel pretty soon. So you know, best of luck with that, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.